All right, guys, what's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to tonight's stream. Tonight we're going to be playing Sir Bolton Breaker of Dawn in preparation for the World Championships in Osaka, which is coming up way faster than I anticipated. I think I leave in about 20 days. So literally there's going to be this stream and two more, and that's going to be it. Now, I'll be honest, I'm still not very sure which warrior, or should I even play warrior at the World Championships. Now, I did debate a lot between Dorinthia and Bolton on the last stream. I think we kind of came to the conclusion that Bolton is a little bit better suited. Now, there's a lot of uncertainty. Let's just put it that way, because when the -IO deck enters, we also have Aelia doing well in week 1. Both those decks, additionally Aurora, are kind of natural predators to Enigma, which may discourage some people from playing Enigma at the World Championship. Last year, though, I was quite incorrect in my prediction of the meta. I thought, well, Icelander is going to get hated out really hard. There's a lot of variety in the meta, and no, Icelander ended up being the most represented deck. And I had to play 3 of them in Swiss. I won 1 of them, and I lost 2 of them as Bolton, which I think was fine. Sometimes you predict the meta incorrectly, but in theory, if the meta becomes, Enigma, decks that do decent against Enigma, and there's going to be some people that are going to try to break the meta. They're going to play the deck that beats the deck that beats the deck. So decks like Victor, New, stuff like that. Azuri, Aelia, I guess, also falls into that category. Then we could be in for a very, very wild ride. In terms of pro quests, I did go to several pro quests this weekend. I managed to get my invite on Sunday. It was a draft PQ, and I think this is actually one of the first sets where I actually kind of feel somewhat comfortable drafting all 4 heroes, which normally I shy away from some of the heroes, but this time I'm like, okay. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling a little bit of everything. So, all right, the chat is very quiet. Are you guys there? Nobody said anything. Nobody said hi to me. I'm just talking to the void. What's going on? Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the deck that I am thinking about. Now, I will preface this that if you want a more standard Raiden list, that exists already. I was like, I think I need to... I'm going to think outside the box a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to present this deck to you guys. Let me know what you think. Now, I'll be honest, I've been really cooking with this list. Okay, now, for those of you who have been around for a while, you guys okay, there you guys are. Okay, it kind of reminds me of like a classroom. Like, I'm the teacher, I'm just talking, all the students are like and I'm like, okay. Okay, so let's talk about this deck list here, because this is radically different than other Bolted lists. Okay, so first of all, for those of you who have been around here for a while, you may remember the pure combo Bolton list that I was playing back in RTN season. And this was before cards like Unsheathed were printed. This is before cards like Saving Grace were printed. This is before Helm of Halo's Grace and Warpath of Winged Grace existed. So the idea of this deck is based on the speed. As you can see, we basically have 3 combinations of setups. Based on the speed of your opponent and whether they like to block or don't like to block, that's how we sideboard, right? So I think the easiest thing is to look at the equipment, right? We always run these weapons and the courage, obviously, but we actually have 9 equipment in the sideboard. So we actually are running 12 pieces of equipment, which is fairly standard for Bolton. Bolton does tend to run 12, 13, 14 pieces of equipment often. Sometimes if you're like pure rating, you can get away with like 10, but oftentimes you're running a lot, right? So let's just look at the deck configurations, right? So let's say our opponent doesn't want to block, right? So in this case, what we did is we were like, okay, we're just going to try to charge on defense a little bit. Okay. So we want to get cards into our soul without actually having to play them. And basically kind of go from there. Now, if they're slower in that they do want to block us, then in that case, we're going to upgrade our Iron Song versus a Gallantry Gold so we can have like more burst. And then we're going to include Dynamos and Warband. Warband is really nice because it allows us, with the amount of blues that we're playing, it allows us to OTK people. And then the Dynamos is very important for a longer game because this is when we would actually bring in cards like Blade Flurry and Blade Runner. As you can see, the default list does not have... Like, I consider Blade Flurry and Blade Runner as sideboard cards, right? So the sideboard, if we're playing a faster matchup, we just bring in a couple of our D-Reacts and a Blade Flurry, we call it a day. In a slower matchup, we just grab all the sideboard cards, throw them in. That's what I'm initially thinking, okay? And as for the main deck, it is fairly standard. It is quite similar to the last build. I added a couple extra Bolts of Courage for the high roll and to increase the light count and the yellow count a little bit. Unsheathed. This card is interesting because it provides just a little bit extra damage. And I think this actually works pretty nicely with our whole plan. Like, it allows us to put pressure onto them without using cards from our soul, which is very important. Obviously, it's not a yellow, it's not a light card, but what can you do? Saving Grace is a pretty important card. It allows us to charge on defense, and we'll try to use Saving Grace in combination maybe with our equipment would be okay, but basically it just gives us another way that we can because if you have to charge a card on offense, that often means you took 6 damage, which is not really good. Yeah, and the rest is pretty standard stuff for this list. Note, this list is running like 15 blues. So like post combo, we play decently, and you know, we can go via the Vanguard into Saber, into Hot Streak, and that's, you know, a decent chunk of damage. We're also running Illuminate. This was not in the original list that was pure combo Bolton, but I think this card just slots in really nicely. The original list had things like Command and Conquer, Oasis, Respite, Steel Blade, Shunt, but I think all those are not entirely needed. I've added in a couple of That's All You Got. I think this is decent in the meta. It's also yellow, which is nice. And you notice how we're like just running 1 Sync, 1 Fate. I think that's because Saving Grace is basically kind of acts as our, you know, extra copies of Fate, extra copies of Sync. We still have Oath of Steel in the deck. I think this might just be... I don't actually know if we need this, but I always kind of like the Oath of Steel E-Pot, and then, you know, you can one-shot them with the Warband. It's a nice combo. So okay, so yeah, this list is radically different than most Bolton lists, but it is the updated version of a deck that did well in the RTN season. Now, obviously, a lot has changed since then. That was a list that had cards from heavy hitters, but there were no MST cards, there were no Bolton Armory deck cards, there were no Rosetta cards, right? So or Aelia armor your deck, which doesn't really matter to us, right? So we have some new cards, Unsheathed, Saving Grace, and we got new equipment as well, which, you know, both of these cards have, when I first saw them, I'm like, okay, this is, in certain matchups, this is going to be better than Snapdragons. In certain matchups, it's going to be worse than Snapdragons. We might want to put Snapdragons in, but we'll see. Helm of Halo's Grace is just probably the best of the Grace cycle of cards. So basically, if you need an extra soul, you need to block something, you need to adjust your hand slightly. You could do that on the combo turn, which is nice. It allows you to dig a little bit deeper into your deck. Let's say we have our starter, we have our combo piece in arsenal, we have our combo piece in hand. Well, let's just block with the Helm of Halo's Grace, put a yellow into our soul, get another look. Maybe we draw an extra combo piece, in which case Lumina go Boomina and they just die, right? So that's what we're trying to do. I think this is relatively unexplored. There's also the perception of Bolton right now, that when people come against Bolton, they're like, oh, it's Raiden. It has to be Raiden, right? Like, everybody is like, yeah, I mean, who plays combo anymore? Well, I play combo. Let's put it that way. All right. Yeah, taking in all the good warrior cards. Oh, man. I thought you said that Oath of Steel was a bad warrior card. Did you not say that? You should play it safe and choose Olympia. I'm going to flip a coin, and we'll see. Or maybe I'll let my cat choose what deck I play. If I really can't figure out what to play, I'll just let my cat choose, right? I'll put Dorinthia over here. I'll put Bolton over there. I'll put Olympia over there. Because I have those jumbo cards, right? So I can do that. Hi, Josh. We still love you. Oh, thanks. If you don't play Warrior, which class would you play? I would probably play a straightforward aggro deck like Aurora or Dio. Or I would play the class that is Warrior Jason. I would play Assassin. Either Azuri or New. Hi, I'm Void. What's up, Void? Olympia best deck in format confirmed. Well, I mean, he did like what, top 8 Korean Nats, so you know he can do it. We're here to learn. Yeah, you are. Now that's cooking. That's right. I was actually thinking about a similar list when Sheath was revealed. I just hadn't had the time to make one. Yeah. I mean, this card allows you to put pressure on. It resets your dynamos if you're doing that. And it doesn't cost soul. Normally, in order to beat up their life total a little bit, you need the... You need to basically give attacks go again, which means you're not really going soul positive. Love your daily Twitter posts. Look forward to it every day. Yeah, I always see his Twitter posts. He's mostly very, very on the money. I'm sure he's gonna come. He has a lot of cards to choose from. So, Josh covers Dory and Catnip. No, man. If I'm gonna do it, I'll do it legitly. I'll film it in one take. I'll be like, put the same treats or food into 3 different bowls. And I'll just let it roll, you know? Hey, those are just my opinions. Someone needs to call LSS on their Warrior hatred. I don't think they hate Warrior. I think they don't know how to design it, and they're deathly afraid of breaking the class, because Dorinthia, if you give her the right cards, it means everybody has to start running a bunch of D-Reacts in their deck. Bolton, like... Lumina and Courage of Blade Holder is so close to being broken, so. Just curious, and maybe you've mentioned this before, but why is Kasai not in consideration among the warriors? Kasai is too fair. And she doesn't have the speed, and she doesn't it's just not the right meta for Kasai, in my opinion. She lost cash in, which, I mean, some people are arguing about whether that was impactful or not. But I think basically it comes down to the fact that Kasai is like really bad against Enigma, and she is also decently bad against a lot of the aggro decks as well. She doesn't output enough damage, is the main point. Sure, she could defend very well. She could reset Dynamo. She can, play that value game. But if you're playing like a value-focused game, Hatchet Warrior or KO or Lavia is a much better position, in my opinion. Now, I know how to play Kasai, but I have not found her to be in a good spot since heavy hitters, in my opinion. How comfortable are you with this deck against Wizards and Runeblades? Anything in particular to watch out for against the Magic classes? Well, we do respect Kano. If we run against Kano, we're running Halo AB2. And, we have quite a few blues, so we're decent. If we need to respect Kano more, we could add in Take It on the Chin. I think we could find some spots for Take It on the Chin. I think that's a decent card. The Runeblades, I mean, we're assuming that they don't block. We're just going to be playing this version. And basically try to chip them down to close to 30-ish and then, go off. Now, there is a little bit of an issue because Reaping Blade is actually played now, which is not good, to say the least. Also, I'm not exactly sure if we should run Iron Song Versus or we should run Gallantry Gold against them. I think against like decks like Dio, I think Iron Song Versus is better, but if they're closer to 40, maybe we do need the Gallantry Gold. I guess we'll kind of feel it out and figure things out tonight, and we'll see how it goes, right? Okay, so anyways, if you guys want to have the deck list, I will post this in chat. You guys can take a look at it. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Is there any cards that I have missed? Is there any cards that you think maybe I should adjust a little bit? Like, I'm a little bit unsure about, like take flights. I mean, maybe I just put this into a 0 cost might be better. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we don't have any bolting blades, although I don't think we need any bolting blades. We have no route, no courageous steel hand. We don't have Lumina Lance. I mean, these are all cards that I've considered, but didn't really put. I mean, do you think we need AB2? There's a lot of little things here. What do you guys think here? Hi, I'm new to the game and just got the Bolton Armory deck. Is it possible to explain the combo? Sure. Okay, so the combo involves attacking with the Centauri Saber multiple times and the Hot Streak multiple times. Now, you read these cards, they say once per turn action, right? Same here, once per turn action for a resource. So what we're trying to do is get a couple cards into our Hero's Soul. And then we will pick any starter. Bolt of Courage is fine. We can go with that. And we need to have Beacon of Victory or Lumina Ascension in the arsenal. Okay. And we play our charge card. We charge a card. We give it Go Again. Either it has Go Again, like Take Flight, or you have a Quicken token from Banner of Gallantry or the Boots, or you play Beacon of Victory and it pumps it, or they block it and it pumps it, whatever. And you go tutor out a second copy of Lumina Ascension. Now, Courage of Bladehold basically says that your swords cost 1 less, so that makes them free. Lumina Ascension says that you may your weapons gain a power, and it gains an on hit. If it's a light card, it goes into soul, and you gain a life. Otherwise, put it on the bottom. But additionally, it says, if you've charged this turn, you may attack an additional time with each weapon you control. So you charge a card, give it Go Again. You play down 2 maybe 3 luminescensions. You break your courage, and if you're running gallantry gold, you'll also break gallantry gold as well. And then you'll start swinging with your weapons, and they will, if you have 2 luminescensions and gallantry gold, this will come in for 5, and hot streak will also come in for 5, and you'll be able to attack 3 times with each. So this is a 30 damage combo, and it will also heal you somewhere between 8 and 10 life. If you're running a deck that is almost pure light, then you will gain closer to 12 life. However, we have a couple non-light cards like Unsheathed, Glint. Some of these cards in the sideboard are also, or all these cards in the sideboard are generics, so you don't gain life. But basically, you chip them down a little bit. You find a Lumina, you put it into Arsenal. You wait till you find a Lumina or Beacon, and then you go. Yeah. Okay. What about V for Valor? I have not played around with it much. That might be okay. I actually haven't tried that with Combo Bolton. I don't actually know if that interacts in a good way. Best Warrior for Wolf, Best Warrior for Worlds, but why is there a Bolton deck on the screen? Well, Nathan, what do you think would be the best warrior in that case? Yeah, no need for Bolting Blade or Courageous Steel Hand. The deck is pretty strict value game plan that works by itself into a combo. Yep. Need cards that block for 3 or that are useful. Yep. The main man, Josh. Sup, bud? Hello, Andy. Nice to see you. Okay. Let's play some games. Let's see if this is an actual viable plan, or is this a dumpster fire of a deck. Let's find out. Okay. All right. Okay, against Dash.io, I think we want to go first. They're obviously a deck that does not block. So we will click that button. So, yep. We're running a bunch of armor, our swords, our courage. And we have brought in a Sync, a Fate. That's all you got. And a Blade Flurry running clean 60. We're not running, the Blade Runners or the Blade Flurries. Those are for a longer game. We don't need to high roll them with Oath. And, yeah. All right, let's see how this goes. I think Cheerios is the way to go with a list like this. Yes. I'm wondering if Take Flight should even be in the deck. That's one thing I am definitely wondering about, Joe. It's nice to see you here, Joe. Let's see if this list is viable or if Josh is trolling us. I guarantee nothing, sir, but we will try our best. Okay, so we have a V, and we could double charge. That would, get us online, or we could put the beacon into Arsenal. That's also fine. Think double charging is fine. Single charging is also fine against Dash. Alright, let's just threaten a little bit with this. I'm going to double charge, just get things started. Now, there's a chance they have a no block, so giving this go again might actually be... I don't know. Probably not going to give this go again because we use Ironsong versus, we actually can't attack twice here. I don't like Take Flight anymore, personally. Yes, I also do not really like Take Flight. We might need to just move to the zero cost stuff. Can you post a desk list in chat? I did. You can scroll up. If you don't see that, let me know. You should be able to see it, though. Okay, so we're just going to keep a card to chip down. We're probably going to keep the V and chip them down. And we're just going to, block with this. Maybe put this into Arsenal. depending on if we need it or not. All right, boom grenade cranked, and a zipper hit coming in. So, I mean, this is likely just an arsenal here because they pitched a high octane. That's one of the power cards, so this means that this is probably a power card. So I think we're safe just to block with 2 cards. Yeah, put this saving grace into arsenal, and you know, just poke them back with these. Yep, we'll take 2 here. Now, having this much armor as well also means that, like, none of the boom grenades are basically going to connect unless they flip from the top. So, yep, sure, take 2. All right. Now, if we had a blue, we could Iron Song versus, but we don't. So we'll just go with the Centauri Saber. Pitch the V for second cycle. Or post combo, not second cycle. I have also gotten to like playing all light warrior for the hybrid build. You're talking about like a hybrid Raiden and combo build. This deck is basically slow or fast combo. It's not a switch deck. This deck does not support Raiden at all. Okay, they have a boom grenade on the field, and obviously they could have extra boom grenades in their deck that they could flip. So having a D-React in Arsenal is very nice. Chip them down to 32 already, which is very nice. All right, so this is likely a very powerful card in Arsenal. We'll see how that goes. Okay, BIOS update and zipper hit. They played a boost banish backup protocol red. Okay. They played the backup protocol red from... This is very confusing. They played it. They resolved the playability of the BIOS update. Okay. Whatever. 7 on hit. They could put something into play, which we don't really want. So I think we could block with armor and add this. Kind of put a card into soul. And that would block nice and clean. Yeah, kind of thinking this. Now, do we put the Soul Shield or the Cataclysm into the... I think we put the Cataclysm for now. We already have enough soul is the issue, so, yeah. Alright, if they pressure us, then we're going to need to... I mean, actually, I'm likely to just keep this hand, to be honest. Like, we could poke with the saber, glint it, and yeah, this is actually quite nice. Okay, so we'll pitch the Soul Shield. I expect this dash to not block the whole game, basically. Until we force her to block. So. Why charge the beacon? Because it was too early to... We basically saw that card too early. Double charging on turn 0 is decent. Okay, so again, chipping them down. See, this is why I said I don't think we need Gallantry Gold, because this deck is not going to block, right? So anytime we have a hand that, like, pressures back a bit, they're just going to take it and dip down into the 20s. So, all right, we're ready to Lumina go Boomina, boys. All right, so if they don't have a Pulse Wave for 4, they're getting comboed. So, yeah. Now, I actually kind of want to swap the Cataclysm out for a different card. Mainly because well, maybe we don't have to, actually. Let's see. Okay, we actually can't block with equipment. That's very funny. Okay. Now we need to be careful. There is a mech card that reduces all the defending cards by 1. So we need to be very careful with our Courage of Blade Hold this turn. Alright, so sure, we just take damage. Whatever, Dio. I mean, even the most nutty Dio turns is never going to kill a warrior on turn 3. Like, we have 50-something health, and we had block for 3, so... Like, no matter how nutty this turn is, I think she's in a lot of trouble. Yeah, boom grenade all you want, Dio. Alright, backup protocol red being used to get another outpace. Sure. How annoying. Sure. Take 4. Plus the boom grenade. Take 8. Alright. Please give us a target for our headpiece. Okay, there's a high octane. Okay, an outpace. Sure. Jesus. Okay, 0 to 60. Okay, so now everything's face up. Okay, so obviously we want to block with the Courage, but I'm actually thinking blocking with both of these and just cycling this. If we kind of want... Well, we there's a small chance we get Spirit of Arena on the top of our deck, right? So that's what we're really aiming for. No other card really improves this hand, so that's what we're going to go for. Alright, so we'll go like that. Now, of note, we've already used a Cataclysm, right? So we will only have 1 left in our deck, so that's a little bit sad, but it is what it is. Alright, so we'll block like that. We'll charge the Cataclysm into our soul. Oh, we're God gamers, boys! See? See? You just have to believe. You just believe. You just gotta believe, boys. Alright, this Dio is ultra dead. We're gaming now, boys. We are gaming now. Alright, and obviously the rest we're just taking. Shoot us all you want, Dio. We give 0 fucks. Time to die, Dash. Time to die. Alright, so, take flight. Pitch the light away. Charge Spirit of Arena. And 4. Go again. No blocks. Sure. Alright. So now we can break our Courage. Now, the question is, when do we activate the Iron Song versus? I think we do that on the final attack, right? So that way we have a Courage token for the next turn. So we'll break... Now, you know what's so funny is that we actually can just attack without breaking the Courage yet. Because we actually have the extra resource, right? And that doesn't affect anything, right? So we can actually do this. So this looks like we don't have the combo. This is so sneaky. Oh no, we didn't draw the combo. We just took all the damage for no reason. Alright, so we'll flash in the Luminas, obviously. And then we'll break Courage, and then we'll go to town. And then on the final attack, we'll Iron Song versus, and yeah. Now I don't know if was oh, this is wrong. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't block the Saber like that. I'm not actually sure if I should have started with the Hot Streak. That would have saved some soul, but we have a ton of soul, and we have this, so it's fine. See, this is not going to work. See, this is not... Sure. Gonna blow up your boom grenade? Sure. That's fine by me. I'm going to bring this up to 5. He's actually not sure if he should blow up his boom grenade. Okay, he did. Okay. Yeah, the interesting thing is we don't actually have to play both Luminas here as well. So we can just play one. Get our action point back. And say, alright, fine. Because he doesn't know if this is Lumina or Beacon of Victory. Right? So we could break Courage. Now, I think we push again. He's going to block with armor, so I think we push with the Hot Streak. Versus is to set up the Courage for next turn, yeah. They were on Gauntlets at one point. Yeah, they could be running Gauntlets, but they don't nowadays, so. Ah, shit, I broke the combat chain. Okay, that was a little bit of a mistake. Okay, we're getting too fancy here. I forgot. So now he's actually going to get another really nice block. Sad. Well, I'm a potato, so is what it is. So again, we don't have to play our Lumina, which is interesting. Yeah. Should have broke the Courage earlier, but that's okay. Okay, so now if he blocks, it's going to be from hand. I think we attack with a Saber now. Getting a little too fancy, guys. Getting that extra block on a combo turn was like extremely important. Did he? He blocked with the heart twice? Oh, he blocked with Crown of Prov. What? I'm confused. Okay. Oh, okay. This hasn't put the other -1 on it yet. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So now we can flash this in. Aha, we got him. Okay. So now it's going to hit. We're going to pull some cards into Soul, which is nice. And I think we could push with the Hot Streak now. If he blocks again, this will be from hand. Yeah. And yeah, okay. So that's actually what we wanted. Sure. Okay. So that was like the best defense. I thought he blocked the Crown of Providence. Why isn't... Did he undo that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm kind of confused. This is why I don't like playing online, because I don't actually understand what's going on. Alright, so we're going to get him down into the low 20s. Or low teens, sorry. Yeah, getting that extra block there was a mistake. Oh well. Okay, so they take some damage there. Down to 19. We'll heal up a bit. And we'll Centauri Saber. Heal up a bit again. Okay, we just lost 2 take flights there, which is fine. Okay, so this is going to give him another chance to block with... well, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this is our final attack, so we'll Iron Song versus... And then come in with this. So we're going to get a Courage Token, which is nice. So that basically unbricks any hand that we have. Okay, so this is not the greatest hand, but it's actually fine. We can put Beacon into Arsenal. We can attack, and then come in with Illuminate. It's not too bad. We can also charge the Soul Shield, but I think we can use this as a get out of jail free later. Okay, so this dash did not actually take as much damage as I thought they were going to take. So the Gallantry Gold actually would have helped there quite a bit. So maybe this is not the right piece. We're finding out. All right, so I'm just gonna take this. We're gonna come back, yeah, with our hand. Okay, so we're gonna get to put Beacon into Arsenal. They're gonna get to keep their hand if they want to. So why are these like faded? I thought they're supposed to like have a break in them or something, or just removed. It's confusing me. Yeah. Has it always been like that? I felt like there was like visually it looked different. Okay. So I think we attack with the hot streak because there's a chance we don't have to burn a soul. There's also a chance he just dies. If he doesn't block anything and we beacon the illuminate, the dash just dies. So let's try this. So we'll pitch this. Again, if we had a blue, that'd be nice because we could Iron Song versus, but that's okay. So no blocks. We'll Blade Flurry. And we will give it go again. Okay. Down to 9. Now, if they don't block this, they actually die. Beacon will kill them. Interesting. So if we beacon for 5, what card do we want to tutor? I mean, I don't think it really matters, but yeah. Beacon for 5. Resolve Beacon. We didn't charge. Oh, right. We didn't charge, so we can't actually search. Let's give it a go again just in case. Pass priority to damage. Any saving thing off the top? Nope. Okay, we're good. All right, we got there. Good. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so Dash can output a shit ton of damage, actually. Dash can output 26. But we were able to output 35 on our good value turn, so that's nice. Yeah. Deal players blocking, are you new to Fab? I'm not new to Fab. But, you know, I thought maybe, you know, they want to, like, not die to things. But, okay. Now, interestingly enough as well, is, if you guys remember, we have our food. Let's go back here. All right, chat. So, I got my Japanese Kit Kats, and I got my my Tough Gummies. All right, so we won a game, so we'll have a Japanese Kit Kat. If we lose, we'll have a Tough Gummy. Okay. So, this is a preview of going to Japan, I guess. Now, Japan has a ton of different Kit Kat flavors. So I can't wait to, you know, be a tourist and buy some of them. All right, so we got this one, and a nice reward for a good game. He blocked the part of the first attack before courage. Yeah, I broke the chain. That's the issue. Looks like Talishar just isn't fading out equipment for some reason. Yeah, that's why I was kind of confused. I was like, didn't he block with this? Yeah. I mean, executing the combo is so much easier IRL because it's like, it's just, yeah. I also have no idea what's going on half the time when Talishar is doing his thing. All right, we got green tea Kit Kats, courtesy of my friend from Hong Kong. She mailed me some snacks from Hong Kong. So let's see how this is. Okay. Kind of reminds me of like green tea, lattes a little bit. I don't know if you guys have had a green tea latte, but you know, it's kind of like a green tea latte. I basically always play the gallantry when I'm in the combo configuration. Sure. Yeah. 6 damage is a lot. And then with If you triple Lumina them, then yeah, it's even more. First visit to Japan, or have you been before? I have been to Japan before. I used to live in Hong Kong, so Japan is not too far away from things. Okay, let's go look at the deck list again a little bit. I mean, Joe pointed out some things. I also kind of, I think, I think we're not supposed to be running Iron Song versus. I also am not entirely sure about Take Flight as well. So let's take a look here. Let's see. Okay, so I like V for Valor because of the charge on board in case you have to block with the charge cards. Those slap. Yeah, green tea lattes are good. Okay, so let's pull up V for Valor, because I think a lot of people don't. I presume you're talking about the red or yellow. So if we put a V for Valor on the board, and we attack with an Illuminate or a sword, or we don't charge our hero soul, if we have extra resources, we can suddenly give it extra damage. I mean, this does help towards the OTK plan as well, because it like puts extra damage that just sits on the board. In case you have to block with the charge cards. I don't know if you're going to have to block with the charge cards much. Also, in certain configurations, you could start the combo with Warband of Bolana. If you have Spirit of Arena in play, you can start your combo with Warband of Bolana, which is interesting. It's not good, says Joe. I have never liked this card, I'll be honest. I have tried it. There's a lot of things. First of all, it takes your action point to put this into play. It doesn't block for 3. It costs 1 to activate it. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, so if we remove Iron Song Versus, let's say we remove Iron Song Versus, okay? We get an extra sideboard slot. I mean, maybe we put in an extra That's All You Got, probably. That's what I'm leaning towards. Sorry, that all you got? Not that. That's all you got. So now, because we have 55 here, when we need to bring in D-Reacts, we have a clean 5 here. So I think that's fine. Joe, you said Take Flight is not good. So, and I'm inclined to agree. I mean, Take Flight was nice during that last match because we didn't actually have Go Again. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Normally, we have a Quicken token on the board. Like, if we have enough soul and we have a combo piece, the next priority is to block with our boots and get a Quicken token onto the field. So I don't know if we kind of just needed Take Flight because we comboed so quickly. We never got to turn 4. Yeah, Iron Song Versus has always seemed like the raid-in equipment. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay, so let's just swap it out for an extra That's All You Got. Yeah. All right, let's try another game. See how it goes. Mm-hmm. You're talking about Beaver Valley, yeah. Okay. All right, we have a Bolton. Normally, when I play against a Bolton on stream, they're using my exact same deck list, and they just want to mess around with me. But let's assume that this guy's not a viewer, and he's just playing Raiden. So Raiden, in general, they don't like to block, so we'll take that. And we'll go with Gallantry Gold, Helm, yep, just like that. And we will add in... we don't need our Blade Flurry. It's funny that one of Blade Flurry helped us last game. But I think it's okay if we just run it like this. Yeah, we just add in all the Directs and call it a day. Alright, we're up against a Raiden Bolton. Okay, cool. Alright, so they are going first. Which means they have to attack us, which is very nice because we have a Soul Shield. Yeah, do we want to double pitch to this? It's okay. Helps us dig a little bit deeper. Alright, no blocks. They charge to light the way. I'm inclined to double charge this, but Fate Foresee is a very good arsenal target. But I don't think we could actually use our whole hand, so that's the issue. Let's dig for a Take Flight. Okay. Worst comes to worst, we just attack with the Unsheathed. I always felt like giving up the action point for that lost me the game on the spot. Yeah, it should have been able to be like charged or something. That would have been better. Okay, this hand's real damn good. Take Flight, charge the Spirit of Arena, unsheathed into Saber, into... Yeah, it's great. Okay, so we play Take Flight, we pitch a Take Flight, we charge the Spirit of Arena. And they say no blocks. Sure. We unsheathed. And I don't... I guess we attack with the hot streak because there's a chance he blocks it, then we don't have to use soul to give it go again. Oh, it already has go again. My bad. Okay, I'm a potato. Right, unsheathed gives it go again. Okay, he blocked a little bit. No, not blocking a little bit. Okay, sure. Take 5, and then take 2 more, I presume. All right, got him down to 31. So now we're just on blocking duty. Okay, so he probably has a beacon or a steel hand. I kind of just want to throw the Illuminate back at him, so I think we'll just block with 2 cards. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what 2 cards we're blocking with. We're basically blocking with almost everything here. All right. In my build, I'm literally only playing V for the V of Vanguard and Red Battlefield Blitz that cost resources. You run extra bannerets. Yeah, sure. Okay, Snapdragon. So that means he really needs the soul. Okay. Illuminate. Kind of an annoying attack. I think we're going to try to deny him soul. I think it's safe to go like this. Oh, damn, he had a beacon. Okay, sure. Okay, so this means a Raiden is coming, which is very, very good for him. Might have blocked a little bit differently here. Okay, so now we actually have to make a pretty big decision. How much soul do we deny him? And do we use our armor? It's quite annoying, actually. I think it's too early to give these, but I really don't like letting Lumina hit. I mean, we have Spirit of Arena, so we don't really need the boots anymore. Alright, so we'll just block like that. I think we could have blocked a little bit better. Like, it was pretty telegraphed that he had at least like a... Because he didn't V, so the other big turn is a Lumina turn, right? So... Alright, so he's going to attack again, and this one is going to... Wait, what? Huh? Why is this still showing here? Like, it's gone, but it's not gone. This is why it's confusing. I can't move this to the combat chain, obviously. This should have a broken symbol and be in the graveyard. This is so confusing. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna let this hit, sure. In general, I don't like letting the Raiden hit, but it's okay. Ooh, okay, he got his spirit out. Okay, sure. Sure. Okay, this is a decent hand for putting a little bit of pressure on if we need to. We could also, this is an action card, so this is quite nice. Obviously, the D-Reacts are very good against Bolton as well. Okay, so here we're going to make him work for the go again. So if he has Beacon, then we'll hold the Sink Below for the Luminas, and we'll use the Gallantry Gold Saving Grace on the other one. All right. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, Steel Hand, sure. Okay, so now I'm still not gonna play these D-Reacts. Now that he has Spirit out, this is actually much more deadly. So I think because he still has 2 cards, we don't block this. If he plays a Lumina at instant speed, then well, I presume one more attack is coming, right? So we're not gonna get an IP penalty basically. Okay. Oh shit! Really? Ah! Okay. So well, we're getting an IP penalty. I mean, he got an IP penalty too, so that's fine. All right, unsheathed. Saber. Pitch. Okay. Sink Below from him. Sure. That was from hand, so that's probably what he had from last turn. Hot Streak. I think we'll put the Saving Grace into the arsenal. Okay, we still haven't seen a combo piece. It's been turn 4, is what it is. All right. So, yep, we're not going to block this. We're just going to say sure. Okay, Beacon, sure. He's going to have to find a Lumina and use it as his action point because he doesn't have a... He doesn't have Soul. What is he doing? Okay, so that means he has Valiant Thrust and Lumina in hand. That's what that means. So yeah, I mean, these plus this covers up both Luminos. And then, I mean, we could have a little turn, which I guess is fine. Or we could just block the, we could block the Valiant Thrust for 9. It's fine. This is gonna hit, though, which is annoying. That actually brings it up higher, which is annoying. I think we actually sink below this because that way we can still cover up the other attacks. Yeah. All right, let's put the V to the bottom. See if we can find another D-React or I mean that works. Okay, so Lumina to get his action point. Guys, I presume people play correctly, and when they don't. Okay, if I knew he was gonna do that, I wouldn't have sunk the V. Okay. I guess we just throw the Banner of Gallantry at him. Oops. Uh... Okay, fate foreseen. This guy is 5 head, yeah. I've incorrectly predicted his turn twice now. I can't tell if he's outplaying you or yourself. I don't know, man. All right, we got a Lumina. We need to move this into Arsenal. We got a couple cards to block, which is nice. 4-card hand, and he doesn't have a charge card. And he's running the wrong helmet, so he doesn't have Warband. If you run Warband, if you run Snapdragons, you run Warband. Right? Okay? Just pro tip for you Bolton players out there. Okay, so I mean, I kind of just want to saving grace and then take flight charge. And what the heck is going on here? Yeah. No blocks. Saving grace. No charge. Okay, another IP penalty from our Bolton. I think he might just be drawing really clunky because he's running like the aggressive Tunic snaps, but he also has D-reacts, which is like that's not correct. That is not correct. Okay. I mean, we have our turn then. Okay, we could go take flight, pitch, charge. Okay. Sure. Okay, so now we can go with the hot streak. If he blocks it, we can get a little bit more damage, which is nice. Okay, and we're pretty likely to have a decent turn next turn. Okay, so he's switching a card from his hand, so extra courage token, which is great. And then he's going to have his V. So really, very likely he has a very good turn, but I think with all this armor, we'd actually don't have to give him any cards. So I really hope we draw our combo, because if we have to block on this next turn, it's going to be rough. All right, we need our combo. Okay, we have our combo. Good. Now, this is a lit... Oh, God, this is not good. Let's see. Okay, we have a starter, but it's not good. All right, so we bolt, charge, illuminate. Because if we draw a card, we're likely to end up with Unsheathed in our arsenal at the end of next turn, which is better than illuminate ending up there. So we bolt, charge, we beacon, we go down to 2 soul. We have effectively 4 soul, which is enough. Okay, so no blocks. The armor is basically going to be used at the very end, or if there's like a bolt of courage, we'll block that out. All right, he's down to 1 soul, which is a little bit precarious because he has snaps. He used his snaps already. Okay, sure. Okay, Raiden. If this is, if he has Luminas, this is going to be very sad for us, but that's what it is. No block. Gonna give it a go again, sure. Okay, we're waiting for something to actually block. Again, if there's like a CNC here as well, we may... I mean, we have the armor plus the non-attack, which is perfect. So let's see. Tunic, Valiant Thrust. Sure, we still... So he has no more soul. So this is the end of his turn. Which doesn't make sense. Why would he... Like, unless this is a Sigil of Solace, he should have blocked last turn. Very weird. Okay. Oh, sorry, we don't have to block the headpiece. There's no way we get punished, right? For doing this. No snaps. he already attacked with his weapon, so it's not Lumina. Unless this guy is like the biggest brain play ever, is waiting on this to Lumina. But I don't even, that doesn't make sense. I think he just has 2 D reacts, maybe? But then that doesn't make sense. Why didn't he block with it last turn? Very weird. No soul. This is what happens when you play... Okay, Steel Hand makes a lot of sense. Okay, so this is what happens when you have a... When you play a class a lot, is you start overthinking things. Okay, sure. Take 9. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay, we will go... Bolt, charge, illuminate. Okay. Now, if the bolt hits, then... Yeah, okay, so that's good for us. Okay. Bash 1 card from the soul. Find a Lumina. Let's give it go again. See what we draw. Okay, Bolted Courage trigger. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, Unsheathed is probably going to end up in our arsenal, so we'll use the Bolt to pay for our turn. Okay. So we'll break Courage. We'll break Gallantry. And we will attack with Hot Streak for 3. Wink, wink, wink. The nice thing is, with Spirit of Arena in play, like, again, he only knows that we have a Lumina. He doesn't know that we have, like, 2 Luminas. It could be 3 Luminas. It could be a Lumina and a Beacon. So, yeah, he doesn't know. All right, double Lumina coming out. Instant speed. Thanks to Spirit of Arena. Soul Shield. Excellent response from him. Sure. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's showing some propensity to block. I think we attack with the Hot Streak next. Just to... If he wants to give us an extra soul, we'll take it. So unless he has a Lumina, he's going to have to... Okay, so sweet. Still floating an action point, which is nice. Okay. D-react from Arsenal, fine. Mm-hmm. Okay, so here's where we switch back to the Centauri Saber. Because if he blocks, we get the Centauri Saber buff for a long time. If he doesn't block, we get our soul refilled. We are running low on soul, but we're okay, I think. We are barely okay. We are barely okay. See? So this is a mistake if he blocks here, but... I mean, we kind of forced it as well, which is interesting. Yep. All right, we'll give it a go again. So unless this is a double non-light flip, we're good. Okay, yep. Okay, so again, we'll attack this entire Saber. Then we'll go Hot Streak Saber to end. Okay, so we'll give it a go again. And now we're in the clear, even if we flip non-light cards. Okay, so we can go Hot Streak. And then end with Saber. Okay, so he's giving it go again. That saves us a bit. Okay. So we didn't heal very much, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I think we go Take Flight, Unsheathed, and attack. Just a bunch. That's not great because we'd have to... We don't have enough resources is the issue. Maybe Unsheathed, attack, Cataclysm, attack is better. Arsenal the Lumina for a bigger turn. I think that's okay. Yeah, because we need a low cost charge card for this to work. We need multiple blues. Okay, so I think we go unsheathed. Saber. Do we want the take flight in our hand or the soul shield in our hand? I think we want the take flight in our hand, right? So let's pitch the soul shield. The Cataclysm's only going to be 7 go again. It's not going to be 7 or 8 go again, which is annoying. Yeah. Okay, like that. Sure. Okay. Kata. Into Hot Streak. This might be an Illuminate if he's not blocking with it. Josh, you always overthink. Yeah. Sometimes. I assume my opponents are playing correctly. That's going to be an issue. Okay, sure. Take 4. Okay, Hot Streak for 2. Okay. Sure. Okay, Arsenal of Illumina. Okay, so this hand functions very well, actually. Okay. So Engulfing Light, charge, flash in the Luma to get our action points back. We have 2 blues to pay for the 4 swings. But we don't have cards in Soul is the issue. This gives 1... very likely the Engulfing Light hits, actually. Right? So we'll have 1 soul, maybe 2, and then this is effectively 1 soul as well. But we can't do anything tricky with it is the issue. Other way is take flight and then attack with the saber, flash it in. That's actually probably better, right? Yeah, that's probably better. Take flight, charge, Engulfing Light. And then, yeah, okay, so that's probably better. And we don't have a yellow, so we don't even think about the helmet. Okay, take 4, go to 7. Yep, he gets a 2nd soul, sure. Yeah, okay, so... The thing is, the other way... Well, this way is more tricky. Let's go the more tricky way. Alright, so we'll pitch a Light the Way. We'll charge Engulfing Light. Okay, so I think now we come in with the Hot Streak because he's less likely to double block it. The Centauri Saber will be 2 or 4, then he might double block it. Actually, I think that's fine either way, right? Attacking with the Centauri Saber plays around Illumina in his hand, so... Okay, let's attack with this Centauri... No, that doesn't actually. That does not play around Illumina. Or Illumina Lance. I think we attack with the Hot Streak either way. Okay. He didn't block. Okay. So, if he doesn't have Saving Grace or Soul Shield, this is going to be pretty devastating. Okay, we could give it Gogan here. I don't think we need to. Okay, so now we could push the Hot Streak. This is very likely to get go again. Unless he has a Luminal Lance or Luminous Ascension. Okay, good game from our opponent. Oh, okay. Sure, sink below. Yeah, this entire saber is going to kill him here. Obviously, you play it out because maybe I don't have I have a red in hand or something, you know. Yeah. He has 2 attacks in hand, so he'd be dead. All right, good game. Okay, a little bit slow. Turn 7 combo is considered slow. Most of the time, you can combo turn 4. So, yeah, okay. Interesting. Helmet to get an extra soul. But then I'd have 1 less card, because I didn't charge a yellow, I wouldn't get to draw a card. Yeah. Is this switch or pure combo? This is pure combo. It's this list here. This list is using the... It's basically the RTN pure combo deck that has been updated with cards like Unsheathed, Savings Grace, Helm of Halo's Grace, and Warpath of Winged Grace. Yeah, this card is actually performing pretty decently in combo. Like, it puts damage. It puts 7 damage out with 2 cards, and it doesn't cost you a soul. It's real nice. Real nice. Okay. Well, we won again, so another Kit Kat to us. All right, guys. Let's chit-chat a little bit, and then we'll play another game. All right, so PQ is coming up this weekend. What are you guys going to be playing at ProQuest? And I know Nathan gave a lot of advice on what to play and what not to play. I'm not really the guy to do that, but if you need some advice, I could give you some advice, but my advice is basically going to come down to you should be playing what you like to play. Nathan is much more of a spike than me. I'm a competitive player, but I like to win how I like to in my own style. So, all right. Cheers. Kasai running it back with Dawnblade. Okay. What's the Dory list you talked about? I haven't really been talking about Dory. My most recent list is the one that I used in the VR game. Confident in my Aurora list, looking to top 8 for the first time for sure. Aurora is a very solid choice. Florian probably, also a very solid choice. I've been jamming Dio for months. I got 1 more week before everybody's planning for her. Ironically, Dio didn't do well in week 1, but I wonder if that's just because people were not playing her, or okay. Let's just face it, guys. A lot of people in the community are parrots. They hear something, they repeat it. Is Dash.io actually insane, or is everybody just saying she's insane? All right. Now, I know Dash.io has a ton of damage output, but Vissert also has a ton of damage output. I know Cerebellum Processor is pretty busted, but is Dio really going to be the S tier broken tier 0.5 deck? Bolton switch, but now might have to go pure combo. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like Raven. Okay, let me show you how much I like Raven. Okay, where is my? Okay, I know a lot of people think like Josh. You You're a combo gamer. You're not a real Bolton Raiden gamer. Let me show you some stuff I got. Okay, first of all, I got my friend made this for me a long time ago. Let me turn this off here. Black screen. Okay, because there's reflection. Okay. It's a Surfetchit, but it's a Bolton altar. For those of you who have been longtime viewers, you guys have seen my Surfetchit altar, right? But that's not all. I also have 3 gold foils that are related to Bolton. Okay? I have a Gallantry Gold. Sorry, Gallantry Gold. I opened this in ProQuest season last time, so that was a nice hit. I got a Raiden from my brother. Thank you, Michael. Unfortunately, I haven't taken it out and played with it yet, but, you know, it's nice to have. And then I have an Iron Slug Versus. This card means a lot to me because this was LSS gave me a preview card, and it was this one, right? So this has a lot of sentimental value to me. This one I actually bought at Worlds last year, but I mean, I have some Bolton swag. I have a gold foil Raiden, so you know, I do like Raiden, but I mean, if you're playing Bolton, you're playing a little bit of an underpowered hero. You need to like juice it up a bit with combo, I think. Secret Spice, 1 yellow glistening in my Raiden build. That's a card I haven't. Glisten, you mean? That's a card I haven't seen in a long time. It adds counters to your weapon. It was an attack react that killed people in Monarch Draft. It will be insane. Trust. I'm scared of Dio after the precon max too. Yeah, people have been joking that it's Armory Dash Max. So, done a lot of testing into Dio. It's really strong, yeah. We saw the dash output a ton of damage, so... Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm playing, but it's between Vissert and Zen. Okay, people are sleeping on Zen. The deck is still amazing with Tiger combo. Vissert is crazy explosive with super and super versatile. And I guess Aurora is... I think she's actually insane. I've had turns throwing out 8 attack actions plus gunshots. Yeah. Raiden is amazing on the table as well, but I prefer not to play Aurora mirrors. Yeah, that's one of the things. Like, aggro mirrors sound not fun. Yeah. She's kind of a slot machine deck. Sometimes she doesn't do anything, then dies. Like what happened to me at Battlehard Milwaukee. I see. How does combo Bolton do into Enigma? That is the question. Poorly. All the warriors do poorly into Enigma. Curious, isn't Dio bad against Disruption? She is, but she actually has some armor, so she's actually okay. I can't wait until Illusionist is less prevalent and Kasai becomes more playable. I did not play Dorinthia for a long time because Prism existed and ALS was so strong. Prism LL'd, and then I was like, yeah, I can play Dory again. And then Oldhim became the most played deck, and it was not fun. Bolton is fine. Glisten, yes, yeah. What's up, Robin? I will probably be on Aelia this weekend. But worry, I have to switch after the Dio deck drops. Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's going to be 2 different metas for this PQ season. Like, it's pre and post Dio deck. And just to be clear, like, the Dio deck actually benefits Max a lot as well. So as long as Dash IE doesn't rotate, which it looks like she's not going to, yeah, there's... Max could be good. I went to one with Saber Dory tonight. It was very interesting with Unsheathed and Slice and Dice. Not crazy output, but did 10 to 15 damage turns easily and blocked 12 through 5 with no hands with Vigor and Agility. Now that is very interesting as well, because I presume you're talking about with like Grains of Bloodspell and stuff like that. That's... Yeah, Grains is kind of insane in the dual wield Dory. I know a lot of people talk about, oh, you tunic allows you to do things. It's like, yes, but you know, grains is a much more interesting equipment in my opinion. You know what's really not fun? Illusionist mirrors. They're the worst. Oh boy, that's actually illusionist mirrors and like Kano mirrors are like what part of the reason why I'd like never wanted to play those heroes. In my opinion, the warrior mirrors are actually pretty good. Like Dawnblade Dory mirrors, very interesting, or just like Bolton against Dory, or Bolton against Kasai, or Kasai against there's a lot of good matchups there. If you get the glisten with Illumina with your blink chain out on board fire. Oh boy. Glisten on a Lumina turn? Nice. Any tips to play against Kasai as who? I mean, all warriors do decently against Kasai. I mean, Bolton obviously has a little bit of trouble because he has a lot of attack actions. Just warrior things, always waiting for the meta to let them exist. It's partly the meta. It's partly LSS has not printed ridiculous warrior cards. They printed some good ones here and there, but could be better. Could be better. I judged a 31-player ProQuest this past weekend. Was fun. Congratulations on that. Judging is actually one of those things I kind of want to do a little bit just to, you know, try it out. I think I'm an L1 judge. I got the L1 cert, but I haven't like renewed it, so I might need to take like a renewal test or something. Lots of Runeblade in the room. That Vero guy went and won the event. Shake my head. What was Vero on? He's a good player. Good evening, Joshua. I came to bring you good information. Ooh. I found a Dorinthia deck in the factory called Life Gain and it has a high win rate. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Account your blessings, Dorinthia deck? All right, bro. All right, Mr. Blood. Message me on Discord the list. I'll take a look at it. Maybe we'll play a fun game at the end of the stream with CYB Dory or something. Kasai is like most warriors. Card knowledge is a lot of it, knowing what they're capable with the attack reactions. That's very true, Eric. Yes, sir. The value cycles. Yeah, related to the Saber Dory. Yep. Actually insane. What is actually insane? How do we win into dual wield warrior as Dawnblade? That is very tough if you don't have the correct cards in your deck. So basically, you need to have E-Pots, you need to have Overpower, and you gotta play very patiently. And if you attack them, it should be with 5-card hands. Basically, you don't want to let them reset their dynamos for free. I mean, they're going to reset them. You don't want them to block with their dynamos, basically. As Bolton. Okay, so Bolton against Kasai is tricky. You can go combo or you can go with Raiden. I'm going to presume you're a pure Raiden deck. So basically, if you're a pure Raiden deck against Kasai, your armor is extremely important. Oftentimes, they will try to get you to slow the game down by presenting their sword with on-hit gold, but they won't have cards hidden from you. So in that case, that's where you can get some value from your armor. Also, in general, I would not be blocking Kasai very much. I'd actually play that matchup very, very, very aggressively in general. Yeah. He won with Aelia. Vera won with Aelia. Interesting. Okay. I mean, Aelia, I think, is pretty good. She didn't get nerfed in the Great Book banning, so. Not gonna lie, it's kind of annoying that things have to be good into Aurora and has to be good into Enigma to even be considered strong at the moment. At the rate it's going, Warriors are never gonna get W, so. Hey. Gotta trust that, LSS has something nice for us in Monarch Part 3. Which is coming out beginning of 2025. So, you never know. LSS is scared to give warriors ridiculous stuff. I agree. They have said several times that they are quite scared of the class. Vero made fun of my arsenal protector you gave me, Josh. Vero's a bully. What? I mean, the arsenal protector is one of the coolest things. He's just jealous he doesn't have one. Dawnblade into count your blessings. Perfect pitch curve. What could go wrong? That's true. Could you send the Discord link in the chat? Sure. Let's see. Invite people. Or send a server invite link to a friend. Okay. Okay. This should take you to the TheCardGuyz server, and you can find me there and message me. I heard a long time ago that LSS is hesitant to break combo Bolton, and are very careful about warrior support. You are 100% correct, Eric. They said that Lumina Ascension is a card they consistently have to design around. So wait for the Warrior Master set like the Guardians are right now. The issue is that the Guardian Master set will help all the Guardians. A Warrior Master set, Bolton and Dory do not play similarly at all. There are many Dorinthia mains out there, and they talk with me and they watch my content and all that. There's a lot of Bolton mains out there. They talk with me, they watch my content. There are very few people that play Dorinthia and Bolton, or play Warrior as their main, right? Because they're completely different. Like, my teammates often poke fun at me. They're like, Josh, you're a one-trick, you only play Warrior. I'm like, you do realize Dorinthia has like 4 builds, Bolton has like 4 builds, and like all 4 builds are like completely different. So I actually know how to play like 8 decks, okay? And I know how to play Olympia. That's like 9 decks, right? So a Warrior Master set would be all over the place. They would be like, target 2-handed axe, target 2-handed sword, target 1-handed axe, target 1-handed sword, target dagger. Right? Target light attack, target warrior attack, target weapon attack, target weapon attack, and light attack. Warriors have it bad, but Guardians seem super sad right now. That is true. But I don't feel bad for them because they've been on top of the meta for a long time. Like, Runeblade and Guardian have been... If you played as long as I have, right? You guys can't really see the playmats, but there's Pro Tour 1, Pro Tour 2, Pro Tour 3 playmat above me, right? I played for a long time. I do not feel that bad for Guardians and Runeblades. Remember, we probably have Super Saiyan Dory on the way? Yeah, that's true. Guardians still have 2-card deal with me or something bad happens. Yeah, that's true. Warriors don't have on-hit effects. Yeah. So if they're afraid of Lumina and they're going to ban it so they can give open design space, no. Lumina's just too important. If they ban anything, they're going to ban Courage of Blade Hold. I play both Dory and Bolton. Okay, you're rare, Joshua Bartlett. Most people are either Dory mains or Bolton mains. Rated Bolton main, Hatchet Dory main, Vissert. Okay. There are some people. Okay, I give you that. Okay, you sent the list. Okay. All right, we'll play a couple more Bolton games, then we'll end with the list that Mr. Blood sent me. All right, Guardians have to disrupt to dunk on Runeblades. That's true. They die easily to Enigma. Yeah, that's partly why I'm wondering, like, is Victor actually going to be prevalent at Pro Tour or at Worlds? Maybe. Took a long time, but Runeblade is finally back. Yeah, all of them are back, which is scary. All right, if Bolton gets cut out of Monarch 3 to make Dory the Light Warrior, I'll be somewhat sad, but not too upset. I need Bolton to have a demi-hero like Leviathan. Yeah. Bolton needs to grow some wings. That'd be pretty cool. High octane is important. Yes, high octane is quite important, but it restricts design space for Max. Art game question. Tell me your thoughts on Slice and Dice. I believe that is Bolton on the card, but we anticipate him having another set of daggers at some point. Okay, let's go see. I'm not actually sure. Okay, so you said Slice and Dice? Is this Bolton? The hair is very different. What we could do is we look at the artist. This is Federico, and this one is not Federico. So the weapons in the hands look like Quicksilver daggers to me. Right? Am I crazy? Those look like Quicksilver daggers a little bit. I don't think that's Bolton. I don't think that's Bolton. Every art with Bolton has him with Raiden. Right? This, obviously, Raiden's at his back. Raiden's in front of him. Raiden's facing towards us. He's holding Raiden. Right? Where's Banneret of Courage? I mean, Banneret of Courage. He's holding Raiden, right? So I don't think Slice and Dice guy is Bolton. They probably just let Bolton LL and then not name the next Light Warrior Bolton. Yeah, that's... Well, the thing is, yeah, that's probably a good way to do it. Because this is it's a Bolton specialization, right? I'm interested in Dory because pretty blonde lady. But Bolton doesn't need dynamos. Hey, Dorinthia doesn't need dynamos either if you play Dawnblade. They're totally different, 100%. Like I go from playing Dawnblade to having to bluff and outplay my opponent. Then I switch to combo Bolton, and I just look for the pieces and block correctly. Yeah. They teach you different things, which is nice. Warmongers, yeah. How can we forget about... This is the best Bolton card, guys. Don't you agree? And we could tell this is Bolton because you see the little circles on his chest. Like his pecs. It's the same. He has those circles. This is his armor, right? Don't forget about Warmongers, the best Bolton card. Yeah. All right, enough of a break. Let's play some more games. Again, for those of you guys just joining us, this is the list we've been playing. All right, let's go. Warmongers will be very useful in post-armory deck Dio as well. How so? All right, we got a Aelia. All right, Aelia, they don't like to block, so we're going to go with our fast combo. All right, same thing. We have most of our fridge, and yeah, we don't need our Blade Flurry, and we need... All right, that's all you got. Okay, so we have all the defensive cards we can have. Hopefully that is enough against Aelia. This matchup potentially is very tough. Let's see. If the disruption lines up correctly, it's going to be tough, but we'll see. All right. And turn 0, we don't have a charge card. Well, it be like that. All right. Pass priority. Hello? playset of Warmongers costs about as much as a full Bolton deck. Warmongers doesn't let Dio play items and attacks on the same turn. Okay, yeah, makes sense. And we don't draw another charge card for another turn. Great. MILB, yeah. Not drawing a charge card on turn 0. MILB. Can we get some MILBs in the chat, boys? All right. Death Dealer, Pitching Codex, sure. Load. Red in the Ledger. Read. Opt to the bottom. So it's just going to be a... Just going to send this pre-med. Ouch. Sure. Red in the Ledger. Sure. Okay, so... We got 4 block here. We got 5 block here. Yeah. I've been a fan of Paladin, so I'm perfectly happy playing Bolton. Yeah. Dude, when I played Baldur's Gate 3 with my friends, we made Fab character, because my friends are Fab players. So we made Icelander, Azuri, Briar, and Bolton. And Bolton wasn't the Paladin yet. Saving Grace is a charge card. Yes. This guy's playing really slow. What's going on? Okay. So, oh, that's me. Sorry. Okay, so 11. So, I mean, we don't want to give him 4. This is... Yeah. Okay, so we block with this, and then we sync this, and then we charge whatever. Yeah. Okay, so this... Sync the Cataclysm. Okay, and then Saving Grace, charging the Banner to Gallantry. So now we can actually poke them back with these, which is not bad. All right, and we covered it up nicely. Cool. Oh, you had a Rain Razors, really? Boo. All right, bro. Sure. Okay, so we're under red effect. I think we just are still to take flight. I don't like that, though. It's not good to do that. It's not the greatest to do what I just did, but... Okay. This might have been a mistake to put this here, but... I mean, Aelia might blow up our arsenal for us, so... Here's what it is. Okay, so... Another hand where we're probably just blocking. Now, of note, in this matchup, we actually have the option to go for fatigue, but it's probably not going to work. Oh, God. Ew. Judge, Jury, Executioner. Really bad. Okay, Aelia... Put in... Aim counter, okay. Lace into 8 dominate. Okay, so that's not good. Okay, so I kind of want to block with the Courage and the Soul Shield. Pitching this, and then just retaliate with these. Yeah, I think that's probably best. This guy has another Rain Razors. I'm going to be so sad. Don't do it, bro. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Soul Shield goes to Soul. Sweet. Okay, so we can actually get this out of our arsenal by just playing it. And it wouldn't hurt to have another charge card. We could just go take flight, unsheath, attack. I think is better. We have enough soul. So let's just take flight, pitch this. See, this arseling take flights is generally wrong in combo, but with this many blues, I guess it's okay. All right, so we won't charge. This says go again from the Quicken token. Which oath? Oath of Steel? I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm currently working on breaking Ocilio. I think he's been written off too quickly. I think Ocilio's nuts and blitz and living legend. I faced Pure Raiden at a PQ on Sunday as Aelia, and the matchup is no longer felt Aelia favored. Did they have Warmongers? Some Boltons run Warmongers, but not. It's not too common these days, I think. I also went Paladin for BG3, yeah. I wanted to be able to get into people's faces and have high charisma for the talks, yep. Yep. Now, in one of my playthroughs, I used the Paladin as my character, and that was okay. It was pretty fun. The other one was a Barbarian, and having a Barbarian as the face of the party is actually hilarious. You just get to yell at people, and you know it's good fun. Okay, so now we've emptied our arsenal. That does make it a little bit riskier now. If they have Dominate, it's very likely to hit, especially considering we already used the block on our Courage. Okay, this hand, let's hope there's no Dominate, basically. Using 2 Rain Razors that early might be a bit much either way. I mean, if Judge, Jury, Executioner hits, I would have lost my whole hand. Except for 1 card, right? Yeah. So, that would have been really good. When you get a chance, can you post a list, like, updated one? Which updated list are you talking about? This one? This one is in the chat, isn't it? If you scroll up. Okay, what did they do? Buff, Aelia. Okay, so this is... Well... Alright, bro. Alright, I mean, at least it's... doesn't have... I mean, it's not that bad. Alright, okay. So we're basically going engulfing like charger cards, so... Yeah. Sorry, let's block with this. Take flight's better, seconds, post combo. So we're gonna go engulfing light, charge, take flight, and then we're just gonna put the illuminate in the arsenal. Take 11. Bravely. This isn't too bad. Yeah, it could be worse. Could be worse. A lot of people are like, you can't play combo into Aelia. Well, let's find out if we can. Okay, so if this hits, this is going to be enough soul for the rest of the game. It wasn't the Warmongers. I just could damage them. Couldn't... Oh, the armor and the D-reacts, yeah. Lumina Raiden puts in a lot of work against Aelia. She can't block those very easily. Okay, no blocks. Sweet, we get another soul. Unless this guy's running a take cover. Okay, cool. Arsenal the Illuminate. Good. Okay, not good because we drew Spirit of her. I guess we could charge the Spirit, actually. It's not too bad. Okay, so this is a fine hand. Obviously, we want to block with most of it, though. But we're not that sad if we just keep these two. It's fine. Actually, there's actually an interesting play we can do. We can go unsheathed, swing, illuminate. Have you ever unsheathed twice, guys? If you haven't unsheathed twice, you haven't lived. Alright, pre-med, Death Dealer, load. Okay, another codex going to the bottom, which is good for us. Having to pitch codexes is definitely good for us. Does Dawnblade Dory strictly need the one-up that came from the Reiner Dory bundle deck? No. You do not need that. In fact, most lists nowadays do not run that because... I mean, if you're playing, like... It's not a bad card, but it's not necessary. Okay. 7. On-hit, reload. So they've already used their Death Dealer, right? So this reload's pretty important. I kind of just want to block 9, play around the Rain Razors. But this could be just another codex, right? But that's... He would have blocked, right? If this... What the heck is this? Oh, he has Bullseye Bracer. Right. Okay, so that's not that... This could just be Rain Razors. load, snap, Bull's Libraries. This actually could be a ton of damage this turn. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think we just pass here. Okay, see what they do. Now we're getting kind of low. That's kind of an issue. And we haven't seen our combo pieces. That's another issue. Okay, seek and destroy now. Okay, so we can't end with an arsenal. Kind of just want to block. In order to get the Illuminate out, we kind of have to keep these cards. This is kind of bad. Maybe we just block, put the Spirit of Arena out? That doesn't feel right either. Maybe we're supposed to charge this. And then Illuminate, put out Spirit? That doesn't feel right either. Or we could just chart... No. We could charge the Spirit of Arena, right? That's what we were thinking about doing. Yeah. We could charge the Spirit of Arena. I'll give us a Quicken token. We can Illuminate, Unsheath, Swing, Swing. And then that's okay. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, we're getting kind of low. I don't like this. Oof, that's bad. Do we just block? I think we just block, right? Yeah, that's not good. I think this turn, though, we evacuate our arsenal. I mean, we have to. So we're under Seek and Destroy. Okay, that's not good. Not good. Not good. I don't think we're going to be able to combo this game, most likely. 18 is really low against an Aelia. And we don't have Warmongers to make them brick. Might have to go for a baby combo. We'll see. Oh, they're blocking. Sweet. That's great for us. Okay, there's our Lumina. Okay. So this turn, likely not going to have Dominate, which is good. We're going to be able to, you know, block. The issue is that, like, we're putting zero pressure on Aelia, so, like, she literally could just Skullbone every single turn. Yeah, 2 Ledgers down, 2 Codex at the bottom is good, yeah. So there's a chance of what swords to run in combo down? Normally I'm running these in combo. Alright, so they put Endless Arrow, Crow's Nest, doesn't... I'm confused what's going on here. Alright, so it's probably a Snapdragon turn? Or not, okay. This says Dominate too. Oh, an Inertia token's real bad. Ugh. I think we've been playing this wrong slightly strategically. I think we need to save our armor for, like, the Inertia tokens. Okay, how do we deal with this? I mean, we just take flight and swing, right? That's all we can do. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Okay, so I think we have to put the Lumina in back into the deck and just hope we draw the best hand next turn. Okay, take flight. Yeah. Oh, shit. We didn't charge. Oops. There we go. Alright, I think we're pretty dead here, boys. Yeah, we didn't draw another... We've only seen one combo piece in 6 turns. Ugh. The only... So if Aelia is popular, you need Reinforce the Line and Warmongers. Like, when they don't run the Bracers, or the other Bracers, the Sharpshooters, then, yeah. This is pretty bad, though. It's going to be a snap into Bullseye this turn, I'm guessing. Okay, we just have to block 12 here. Send your Endless Arrow for 12, sir. Meet the might of the warrior block. Yep, snap. Sure. Take aim, 0 cost arrow, really? No? Bullseye. Okay, there we go. Sure. Sure, take 5. Or take 8. Holy shit. That's bad. Okay, they have to Mega Brick on their next turn, or we're in a lot of trouble. If Aelia is popular, we need Count Your Blessings. That is true. That is true. Okay, we still haven't seen a second combo piece. Ugh. Alright, we're kind of... This is kind of a low roll game, guys. Like, we didn't charge on turn 0. And we haven't really seen our combo pieces. I think we could have blocked a little bit differently, but... This is actually, like... This and Bolton against Aelia and Dory against Aelia are, like, night and day. And so every single time I play Bolton against Aelia, it just makes me angry because I know that Dawnblade Dory would just tear Aelia up. And here we're just getting completely bullied. Okay, so we have to discard a card, create a Ponder token under your control, Blood Rat token under your opponent's control. Put a card face down into your arsenal. Okay, I would like a D-reactant arsenal, please. Alright, we have a blue to pay for the Blood Rot Pox. Okay, there's the third red. This damn thing has Dominate, really? How does this have Dominate? Did he... Oh, he activated Aelia? Okay, yeah. Okay, so he cross-wrapped into... Okay. So... I think we just block with our armor and this, and then we pitch 2 blues to the Blood Rot. And we don't have a yellow. Ugh. So we can't even get the bonus off that. So sad. Maybe we weren't supposed to block here, but I think it doesn't matter. We've already... Oh, shit! My bad. We have a D-reactant arsenal. Sorry. Sorry. I forgot we had a D-reactant arsenal. I'm a potato. Whoops. Okay, there we go. Jesus. Dawnblade Dory makes Aelia cry, yes. Lumen Ascension, you're definitely staying on the top. Alright, so we can send Bolt at them, and... Actually, I think we arsenal the Bolt of Courage, hope we draw the Lumina plus another thing. We don't actually attack with the Bolt. Okay. So, we pass priority. Pitch this. Arsenal this. Okay, we drew a hand. This actually works. We just need to not die. Oh, he has knock. Oh, we're dead. If he has a pump in his hand, we're, like, screwed. Okay, we can give him 1 card, though. So, he has to deal more than 12 to us. Uh-oh. That's very bad. Yeah. How many pumps do you have is the question. Uh-oh. Really? Please tell me you only drew 2. Oh, no. Lol. Okay. Okay, there's still a chance we can win this game, but it's really low. Let's see. So if we block 3 and this still doesn't work, we'd go to 1 if we give him 2 cards. This game was actually if he did not have if one of these pumps was an arrow, we actually could combo him. But now we just have to block with everything. Very unfortunate, especially because we can't get our card back. Okay, but now he doesn't have an... Oh, he has an arsenal. He has a ponder token. Okay, it's fine. We'll go to 4. Okay, this hand does not do it. Oh, no. This hand blocks 12. Oh, boy. This Bolton game has been like my average Ringblade hand. Well, it is what it is. More on hits would be nice for Warrior right now. It's too easy for just to do the math and direct play efficiently into them. Yeah. Okay, so he played Lace from Arsenal. How did he get Lace into Arsenal? Oh, he had a ponder token, right? Okay. Okay, so it looks like he has a resource problem. And he can't load again. So if he has Codex, we die. But if he doesn't have Codex, we live. There's no way to win from here. GG. Yeah. We just didn't draw properly. Oh, he shuffled his deck? Yeah. Oh, we die. GG. Okay. Well, we have no tech cards in our list against Aelia. We probably should put some. Reinforce the line Warmongers would be the top priority there. Alright, let's play another game. I feel like that wasn't really a good representation of the deck. For those of you guys wondering about the list, here you guys go. Alright, what do we got? We got a Vissert. That's not good. This is actually a very bad matchup. Ugh. Do we run AB against Vissert? I think we don't, and we just YOLO. Do we want all the D-reacts against Vissert? Maybe not, right? I don't think we actually want all the D-reacts against Vissert, which is weird. Let's try the more offensive cards. Let's try the Blade Runners, the Blade Flurry. Let's try it this way. Because this could be an OTK Vissert, but it probably won't be, but it could be. Okay, we got a double charge V into an Illuminate, I think. Single charge V? No. Oh, we also drew a Beacon of Victory, so it's kind of weird. I think we just double charge. I don't think we really want an arsenal. Five and 2 soul. Not the greatest, but it is okay. Doesn't Grimoire mean an OTK deck? Or am I not reading this right? No AB equals instant loss to Vissert. Really? Well, I mean, of course they're going to generate a ton of rune chance, but it's not like I could do anything about it. I mean, I guess I could pitch, but actually I have some blues, yeah. So maybe I'm not supposed to be doing no AB. All right, here comes the destruction. Yeah. Okay, so I think we just block with a card, and we play our Take Flight. I mean, Vissert has a decent amount of arsenal hate, so we kind of just have to get a little bit lucky on that. I should have blocked at the other blue, but it's okay. Grimoire could be mid-range or OTK, honestly, yeah. Grimoire's just a standard now? Okay. There's a sink below, sure. Okay, I think we'll come in with the hot streak next, obviously. Because we have an extra resource floating. No AB means that Vissert gets to always choose the tempo of the game and guarantee every hand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could have tried with the other boots. Or the null rune boots, sorry. Yeah, if I had AB here, I could actually deny the rune chant off of the Deathly Whale, which would be nice. This hand is garbage, so we're going to block. This is the thing about Bolton. Very dependent on seeing combo. So without Whisper the Oracle and 3 Sync, 3 Fate, it might not... I think the average might be turn 5 now. Ooh, Haunting Rendition. Still haven't seen any. Okay, well, at least this hand, you know, can attack somewhat. Man, this Vissert makes as much rune chance as Vissert right now. Holy shit. Okay, Shadow Averser, this one. Did he banish a card? Yeah, so, okay, so we have Phantom Wraith coming in after this. Okay. Well, I think we just... It's about the same. About the same. Okay, Phantom Wraith, I presume, is coming. Yep. Okay, we can Soul Shield. Put Unsheathed in the arsenal. That's a decent card to have in arsenal. Of course, Vissert has quite a bit of arsenal hate, so you never know. Okay, so we have a yellow for the Soul Shield, and we have a blue for the turn, which is not bad. Okay, banished, reduced rune chain. So actually, he has quite a bit of D-React, so, you know, his turns are going to be bricky. Oh, just pass. What? Okay, Centauri Saber, give it go again. Unsheath, attack, and then bolt, charge, Soul Shield. Think is a good way to do it. Did not expect just a art pass from him. I guess he must have a bunch of D-Reacts in hand. Yeah, he does. Okay, so he makes a rune chant. This card's real good for Vissert. Okay. Sure. Okay. Unsheathed into Saber. Oh, Saber for 8. Looks nice. Joshua and Wally saying hi to each other in chat. You guys know each other? Ah, Face Purgatory. No! I forget. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Okay, I guess we can put the Soul Shield in the arsenal. It's not that bad. This wasn't really doing anything anyways. Just adding an extra card to our soul. Alright, I would like to see my combo pieces deck. What the hell is going on? It's turn 6, I haven't seen any of them. Arsenal pass from him. That's real bad. That is really bad. If he doesn't block this, we are not going to get go again. That's real bad. Please block this with an attack action. Oh, okay, he didn't. Yeah. Okay, it looks like his hands are really clunky because he has a ton of D-Rex, so. There's that. Holy crap. Come on, deck. Really? We're like halfway through our deck. We still haven't seen any combo pieces. What is going on? Okay. Okay. There's nothing in here to play. His arsenal probably is not relevant. So we can Soul Shield with something and then take flight and go to town a bit. Seems reasonable. Health is getting a little low. A little bit concerning. Didn't he have to pay a life for that? He did. Okay. We really need to start seeing our combo pieces like ASAP. This is like the slowest I've ever seen the combo. Like 0 pieces on turn 8. It was really unlikely. Really unlikely. Are you kidding me? Guys, we've seen over half our deck. What the? I'm gonna do the hypergeometric on this. This is actually ridiculous. Population size 60, number of successes 6, sample size, this is what, turn 8, 32? We are 99.3% chance to see one, and we haven't seen any. This is the 1 out of 100 games, guys. All right, Mauve Skies into widespread. Okay, so block, block, block. Are we supposed to block? I guess we're supposed to just block more. Even if I pull the perfect combo turn, I don't have an arsenal is the issue. What the hell? Turn 9, I haven't seen a combo piece. Oh my god. This is really bad. It's not even that, like, yeah, like Reinhardt with all 3 Blood Rush belts. This is worse because I could see Beacon or Lumina and it would be fine. I'm just not seeing either of them. Oh. Holy crap. At least our opponents, like, I mean, we're gonna die because we didn't have AB. Let's put it that way. We're not using our whole hand effectively. That's the issue. You know Josh is mad when he breaks out the hypergeometric calculator? Yeah. What the hell is going on? Oh my god. Turn 10. We have seen 35 to 40 cards right now. We're going to draw 3 combo pieces together, and it's going to be really sad. We are... If we don't draw Bolt, Spirit of Arena, combo piece, we're dead, basically. Because we don't even have a Quicken token right now. Guys, what is this? What is this? A dirtily Vissert is going to kill us with arcane damage because we don't draw. We don't even have a yellow to use with this. So. Oh my god. Did I take him out of the deck? No. We're just dead next turn, I think. This is why in the original version I ran Whisper the Oracle. Opt 4 is a very strong tool. If you could see your combo one turn earlier for 3 life, I think it's worth it. Might be time to bring Whisper the Oracle back. If I draw 4 combo pieces together, do I just win the game? Is that Exodia, guys? The game annoys me with... Give me 1 combo piece. Oh my god. 1 combo piece. And my starter is a yellow, which is nice, but... Oh boy. Oh boy. We don't even have Go Again. We didn't see Spirit of Arena either. I don't know what to do. We are just beyond dead. We might have been able to fatigue the Vissert if we had AB, which is kind of weird. You know, sorry, let's not do it that way. Let's keep this card and this card. If we draw Beacon, maybe we can kill him. Maybe. Uh-oh. Succumb is bad. He's gonna get to discard our Lumina. I died of Quill. I don't care anymore. This deck was shuffled in a configuration I have never seen. I've never seen turn 11 seeing it 1. Like, we've seen like 40 cards, right? At least. So now we're at 99.9. This is the 1 in 1,000 games, guys. 1 in 1,000 games look like this. Quillhan, no? Really? You're just gonna torture me some more? I mean, it's a good game. What is he thinking about? And we still don't see it. Oh my god. 5 of my cards were in the last 10. 5 of... Okay. This is where our pitch deck started. Or this. Somewhere here. Oh, boy. If I had AB, maybe that was winnable. So, lesson learned, you run AB against Vissert. Okay. All right. Okay, that was depressing. Let's go have some fun with Mr. Blood's deck. All right, what is this monstrosity you sent me? Or did you even I don't see your message. Or okay, I see here. Are you the monk life gain deck? Is it this one? Oh god. What? What is this? All right. All right. What the fuck is going on? Okay, guys. Let's go make somebody very mad on Telesure. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's an Aelia. Okay, I think we go second? Actually don't know. Let's go cheat and see. Pretty sure you're supposed to go second, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, you're supposed to go second. That's what I thought. Okay. They even have an Aelia button here. Really? All right. Okay, the Aelia button did not bring AB. Okay. And it's taking out the Count the Blessings? So we're playing Warrior's Valor and zero cost attack react dot deck, huh? Well, that's really boring. We're not counting our blessings. What are we doing? Okay. All right. All right, Aussie. What do you got for me? Oh, boy. Go to time.deck. I don't think Count Your Blessings deck will actually go to time. Sigil, electrostatic discharge, flittering charge. Okay. Block and block. And if he has a zero cost, oh, this doesn't even go again. So I think we just block with preserve our life. Okay, discarded blink, draw a card. Yeah, there's no way for him to zap me out of spell this turn. Okay, the Sigil's making his weapon free for the rest of the game. Why can't Dory throw arcane damage, guys? It's not fair. So he has a random card he's arsenal. VR stream when? Josh, that's called a Runeblade. Yes, I know. VR stream when? Probably not till I get back from Worlds. I know a lot of you guys did enjoy that, and I'll try to make it a little bit less nauseating if I can. He did not block. Sweet. Take 5. Well, I mean, the good thing about Aelia is that he's not going to block us. It's not like we need an attack reaction. All right, he's going to Aussie, discard. Sure. Man, Aelia seems like a hero that's going to ask consistently, hey, you want to do something? Hey, you want to do something? Hey, you want to do something now? How about now? Want to do something now? Gonna give me a single card here, Ozzy? VR when cosplaying as Dorinthia when? VR on a green screen when? A green screen might actually work pretty well. Cosplay, I have no idea how to cosplay, so I'm not the right person to ask for that. And my sister-in-law might know something about it, so maybe I'll ask her. Well, the other guy clearly has some instances. Keeps on asking him if he wants to do something. Get a Dawnblade counter. Tricked him. Oh, look at this hand. This hand's pretty good. Yeah, VR on a green screen so we can feel like we're watching you in a gaming hall. Yeah. If you do it right with a green screen, it's not so nauseating for people to watch. All right, Aelia, show me something cool. Show me something cool. Fry is not very cool, Aelia. No blocks. Okay, so eventually we're probably going to try to block the chorus. But we're kind of looking for an on-hit. I don't know if he has an on-hit for us to block, but... I think if he sends something else, we'll probably block the chorus. We also could block with the chorus plus the Valor and get a Courage token. Should be fine. The Electrostatic Discharge. Lumina Lance at home. Entwine Lightning. Fusing with Sigil of Conductivity. Which I presume he will discard. Which he should have discarded already. Alright, we don't need that card anymore, so we'll just block with it. Glittering Charge. Yep. So he doesn't have an arcane spell right now. He should have fished with the sigil. Like, is he going to arsenal it now? He doesn't want to arsenal it. Very weird. Very weird play. He also infused it with the wrong card, I guess. Well, either one is fine, I guess. Alright, Warrior's Valor. Pitch. Any response to the Warrior's Valor? Show me something cool, Aelia. Me and every Aussie game ever just trying to play pretend Briar for most of the game. Yep. Aelia can do some really nutty stuff, but you gotta see. It's not so easy to see the line. Oh, I forgot. We've lost 2 games, so we're gonna get rewarded two tough gummies. Rewarded. Alright, Aelia, I have no response. Go ahead and do that. Alright, so I think these are like kind of the Coca-Cola themed ones, or I don't know, they kind of taste like Coca-Cola. Guys, this is the longest it's taken me to swing Dawnblade 2 times. There's like 80 priority windows now. This guy's basically cosplaying as Aurora, yes. I'm sorry, guys. This is not the most riveting gameplay. I learned from playing against so many Aecilios, there's a priority window after declaring blocks for instances. This is how I learned the rules. Yeah? Okay, this hand is fine with the glint. We actually probably want to sink to take it on the chin. I mean, one thing this guy's doing well is he's keeping the Arcanite Skullcap off, so... I don't know, why is he playing another one of these? He already has one. I don't deal arcane damage. What is he doing? Guys, if your opponent can see mistakes that you're making, that means they're probably pretty big mistakes. This is not how you do it, bro. I think this might be a newer player. His weapon now gives him a resource. Sure. I don't think this has resolved yet, so he's not going to get the flit. Yeah, okay. There you go. Good job, bro. Now you play it. Good job. You did it! First sigil makes the weapon free. Second sigil supposed to use the hero ability to cycle things. What chest piece besides tunic works well with Dawnblade Dory? Courage of Blade Hold would be the next best one. Discarding it to his hero ability also gets it out of the deck. Yes. He might dump his whole hand. Mm-hmm. Yep. I guess with the flash of brilliance, maybe it makes a little bit of sense here. Use more verses. I should. I will. Got here late. I'll start from the beginning. Okay. Watch the first two games. The next two games are not very good. Yep. We're getting reprise, which means... Well, we're going to get a good Arsenal card, probably. Okay, so he discarded Fry. He bounced the Sigil of Conductivity back to his hand. All right, Glint, draw. God, it's asking him every single time. Okay, Jesus Christ, okay. This is the longest 4 turns with, like, very little decision-making that I've ever had to do. If this Iron Song response allows us to hit, I'm going to be chuckling. He's a 3-block and 2/2 blocks. This is going to be devastating. We got a courage token, guys. This is a bad hand. Well, we just block, we attack, he throws his hand down, and the game continues. But this kind of shows you that even though this is like not an optimized Dawnblade list, it's like a Count Your Blessings list, still outputs a good amount of damage against people that don't block. Alright, Aelia discards Blink. Sure, draw. Not sure why he didn't do that at the end of my turn. Doesn't matter, still lethal. Yep. I could get 2 courages? Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I should have been... I don't know why I thought this was a once per... No, this is a once per turn action. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Good turns begin with Blast to Oblivion. This could be a decent turn from him. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Ah, he's gonna return my courage token. What an ass. He returned my courage token. Oh my god. Sad. Alright, find me an attack reaction, please. That is not an attack reaction. Get out of here. Okay, Sigil of Lightning, sure. Chorus has this thing called Unity. Yeah. It allows you to get a 2-card 7 on defense. It's so good. Okay, he activated Volzar and then played Blast, but Blast doesn't have Go again, so I don't understand what's going on. I should have blocked with Boots. I'm relying on Boots for Go again. Well, I mean, we got +1 and we got +1 in our hand, so there's that. Shit. He's probably just gonna throw his whole hand down. In theory, he throws his whole hand down, so I could save the bolts for another turn, I guess. If he throws his whole hand down, I don't know if I'm supposed to play this or not. We don't actually have that many attack reactions in this deck. We don't even have Iron Song Determination, so... We need to kill him with, like... Oh. Well, this'll do. This will do. Sometimes +1 is all you need. Alright, so we'll blow Boots. And then swing again. Yeah, it was a pump fake from him. With 7, he's not... We can use Versus. Tunic Swing. Yeah, it's gonna connect. Even if he has 2/3 looks. Has to give me a card here, or he dies. He's probably legitimately reading the cards for the first time. I agree. I agree. I've noticed, guys, that there's been a lot of new people playing since Rosetta. So in that way, Rosetta has been a good success. All right, we have a puncture. That will do, I guess. Yeah, this guy's like, Dorinthia so broken. How am I supposed to block 10 when my card's only blocked for 2? Yeah. Okay, that was not an actual game, guys. Okay, well, I'll be frank. I'm getting a little tired. I will leave you guys to try Count Your Blessings Dawnblade Dory, okay? If you guys want to try it, all you got to do, add Count Your Blessings, add Steelblade Shunt, add Warrior's Valor, add a bunch of blues, add the 0-cost attack reacts, sync Fate Sigil, and you're done. Ta-da! All right. Okay, guys. I guess it's gonna kind of wrap things up. I'll answer a couple questions if you guys have questions, and then I'm gonna get off. Fine. Since you didn't think that was Bolton and made me look like a fool. Oh. Yeah, Slice and Dice guy I don't think is Bolton. Rough start for newbies. Rosetta is pretty unforgiving with his combat tricks and knowledge of the stack layers, yeah. What do you think of a mech warrior, i.e. Twin Drive and Blade Runner? I don't know how they're going to incorporate them. I'm guessing they're going to give the mech, like, a sword. And then you boost. It's kind of like Aelia. You do mech things, and then you end with a sword attack. Aelia, you do lightning things, you end with an arcane spell. So that's what I guess what a mech warrior would look like. Boost, boost, boost. That's basically like the Hanabi Blaster, though. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to combine classes. I don't even know. I mean, they always talk about, okay, there's enough design space, we could do anything, right? It's like, I don't know if you're going to do a multi-class hero. I could see multi-talented heroes actually don't exist, right? Because, like, Briar was an elemental rune blade that had essence of earth, essence of lightning. That's different, right? I don't think they're going to make a draconic elemental ninja, for example. So, how's your PQ going to go this weekend? Call your scores. Well, I already won a PQ, so I don't need to go to other ProQuests, but I guess I'll probably go because I can help some buddies get in, or, you know. Emperor's Warrior Wizard. Okay, yeah. You're right. Okay, fair. Adult Emperor. That would be a lore break, but, you know, maybe. Okay. That'd be pretty cool. I could see it. That'd be pretty fun. Okay. Is anybody in chat going to Japan? Anybody in chat going to Osaka? If you're going to Osaka, please come up and say hi to me. I will give you a Dorinthia sleeve. And we can chat about all things warrior. And yeah. Adult Ira is also a lore break, no? I mean, it's been 5 years. Maybe like she was 14 when all the lore shit happened and like her village burned down and all that. And now she's 19. Yeah, so. Oh, we got a couple people in chat going. Nice. It's going to be a good time. Osaka, legendary food scene. Japanese cities are immaculate. They're very clean, safe. Their public transportation is top-notch. And as a city, there's always something going on. There's something happening at all times, which is really nice. Yeah, really excited to go to Japan. All right, well, for those of you guys who have ProQuest this weekend, good luck to you guys. If you're playing Warrior, may your steel be sharp and your mind quick. Yeah, I think this is where we're going to call it. Thank you guys for watching this stream. We're going to have 2 more streams before I fly out, so we're going to be keep on working on Bolton, I presume, and see how things go. Obviously I've been doing a lot of testing off stream as well, so yeah. Hopefully I can have something good to show in Osaka. All right. This has been Josh Lau with TheCardGuyz. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, Nathan will be streaming, and the day after that will be Taylor Crawford's first stream. I'm going to help him go get that set up. I think he's going to be playing some Basilio. So if you are interested in Aurora or Ocilio, Wednesday and Thursday evenings are going to be the best place to go. All right. Oh, if you haven't watched the short on the YouTube channel, go watch it. It's a good one. The best gold foil opening ever. Go watch that. It'll be good. All right. See ya. Take care. Bye-bye.